morning guys, and on this episode we are back at Old Wolverton for a little retrospective look at the fallen tree in the landscape picture, which I'll put up here. And it's a lovely little part of the world. We're starting here at an old Norman church, so we're just on the outskirts of Milton Keynes, and we're going to have a little wander down to the great river Ouse, which is just beyond the tree line over there. And then we're going to go and have a little walk along towards the Grand Union Canal, and crossing the river, allowing the canal to cross the river, is an iron aqueduct. So we'll have a little look down there, and then there's a riverside walk which takes us along, well, the length of the river, which is going to take us some way, but we're going to probably spend an hour going that way and an hour coming back, and then we'll see what footage we get and see how we get on. So the tree's an interesting composition, obviously snapped at some point in its past and it's long dead, and I would guess by the look of it that it fell along here somewhere, and the kind tree surgeon has been along and lobbed off a bit so that people can still use the path. So we've got the leading line and the little bit of interest in the back with the stump, and obviously all the nice parts in the distance there to give a bit of interest. The day itself, when I took the picture, wasn't amazing, hence black and white, and it's a typical photographer's trick of, if it's not looking great in colour, let's just make it black and white. So we're now on the Riverside Walk path with Cosgrove Caravan Park in the background. So I've been walking along this riverside path for a little while now, just doing a bit of a photography recce, and come across this very interesting tree lying in the landscape here, which I'm sure you can see behind me. It's lying flat, and it looks like quite a good composition for a leading line. I'm going to move around a little bit so I can give you a little bit of a better shot of what it looks like. So as you can see, this tree is just lying here. It's got some very good interest with the bronzy yellowy lichen that's growing on it, but as today's the 6th of December, the trees around it have got no green leaves or any kind of foliage at all. So I think maybe come back for this one and put it in the memory bank, and we'll do a photograph here in spring. So we're at the halfway point now. It's time to walk back towards the Iron Trunk Aqueduct. there we are, guys, and beautiful walk today. And typically on some of the walks that I do, the sun is coming out right at the end, just to kind of wind me up a little bit. But pretty cold this morning when I started out, and it's about the 6th of December today, so the sun isn't going to get very high today, but it's about 11 o'clock in the morning now, so we've got a nice little bit of light coming through. Some of the lichen is reflecting nice and yellowy gold on some of the trees. So I'm just going to head back now towards the field where the tree is of my composition, and then onwards and upwards up the top there towards the old Norman church, and the car is just parked beyond. A couple of quick shout outs. I'm very new to YouTube, so I'd just like to say thank you to Chris Sale, for which I would probably not be doing this video now. Chris is based in the Lake District, and he's a very carefully considered photographer. He's a lot slower than myself at taking pictures, which is not a bad thing. He thinks about the composition a lot more, and I could probably learn a lot from him. I will put a link below in the description to his YouTube channel, definitely worth a check out. And also I'd like to give a shout out to Andrew Maguire, and again I will put a link below. Andy is a landscape, property, portfolio and wedding photographer, trying to get all of the things in that I've seen him do, and he was the kind of the glue that got us together for a Malvern trip not so long ago, and with Chris and some other people came along for that one. Some of those shots you can see on my best of 2017 video, which is also on this channel. And in terms of walking, I would also like to give a shout out to a chap called Jim Holden, who was the very first walking non-photography YouTuber that I watched. Very relaxed style. Some of the video you've just seen is with kind of respect to Jim in how he does his video styles. So, well, without further ado, guys, this is Old Wolverton and the Iron Aqueduct, which we've just come back past, back round the field to the tree over there and the car park beyond. Comment below if you liked it, and give us a thumbs up, or as Peter McKinnon says, smash it if you so choose. Okay guys, thanks very much, and I'll see you on the next one.